In the vast tapestry of our galaxy, filled with frozen gas giants, barren rocky worlds, and endless silence, there's one planet that refuses to follow the rules. K2-18B. This mysterious world orbits a cold red dwarf star more than 110 light-years away in the Leo constellation. And yet, this alien planet might be the closest thing we've ever discovered to Earth, and to life beyond it. For years, astronomers suspected there was something unusual about K2-18b. First came faint hints of water vapor in its atmosphere. Then, evidence of carbon-based molecules began to appear. But everything changed when the James Webb Space Telescope turned its powerful gaze toward this world, scanning its atmosphere in unprecedented detail. What it uncovered couldn't be explained by chemistry alone. Webb revealed something extraordinary: the clearest biosignatures we've ever seen on an alien planet, gases that, on Earth, are only produced by life. This is no longer speculation. This is data. And this could be the moment humanity finally admits we were never alone. K2-18b is what scientists call a Hycean world, a hybrid planet that combines an ocean-covered surface with a hydrogen-rich atmosphere. It's much larger than Earth, about 2.6 times its radius and roughly 8.6 times its mass. But its most remarkable feature is its location. It sits right at the edge of its star's habitable zone, that delicate region where temperatures could allow liquid water to exist. The more we study this planet, the more it looks like a perfect home for alien biology. It's not a dry, dusty wasteland like Mars. It's not a boiling gas giant like Jupiter. This is a world that could be covered in vast global oceans, shielded by a thick hydrogen atmosphere that keeps its temperatures mild and protects it from radiation. James Webb's powerful instruments confirm the presence of water vapor in K2-18b's atmosphere, along with traces of carbon dioxide and methane, key ingredients for life as we know it. In a hydrogen-rich world, these gases together paint a compelling picture, one that suggests more than just chemistry at play. But then came the real shock. In 2025, Webb's mid-infrared instrument made a groundbreaking discovery: dimethyl sulfide, or DMS, a compound that on Earth is almost exclusively produced by life, specifically by marine phytoplankton. The detection of DMS in K2-18b's atmosphere was a moment scientists compared to finding oxygen on Mars. It wasn't just a chemical signature anymore. It was biology knocking on the door. And as if that weren't enough, the same study revealed the presence of dimethyl disulfide, or DMDS, another complex compound tied to microbial activity in Earth's oceans. Finding these molecules together, in an atmosphere rich in water vapor and carbon-based compounds, has led scientists like Cambridge astrophysicist Niku Madhusudhan to propose that K2-18b may be teeming with microscopic alien life. These aren't speculative headlines. These are molecular signatures, measured, verified, and statistically significant enough for the scientific community to take them seriously. For the first time in history, we may be looking at a planet beyond Earth where the oceans are alive. So, what could life on K2-18b actually look like? If dimethyl sulfide is indeed being produced by living organisms, the most likely explanation is that its oceans are home to microorganisms similar to phytoplankton, tiny floating life forms that could use the faint red light of their cool sun to perform a kind of photosynthesis. But some scientists imagine a more complex ecosystem. There could be filter-feeding creatures drifting through nutrient-rich waters, much like some of the earliest multicellular life on Earth. Others envision strange, alien versions of flying fish, organisms adapted to the planet's low gravity and high-pressure environment, capable of gliding just above the waves. K2-18b may not resemble modern Earth, but it could mirror what our planet looked like 3 or 4 billion years ago, when life was just beginning to take hold in its ancient oceans. This distant world offers a rare glimpse into an alien ecosystem that might be evolving right now, quietly orbiting a faint red star, waiting for us to understand its story. And just as Earth's early biosphere transformed its atmosphere over time, the same process could be happening on K2-18b, and we may be witnessing it in real time. As this evidence mounts, a new debate has emerged. If K2-18b is truly home to life, should we try to communicate? Some scientists are firmly against the idea. Physicist Mark Buchanan warns that actively reaching out to a world with an unknown biosphere could risk exposing Earth to a civilization we're not prepared to encounter or could even threaten a fragile alien ecosystem with our interference. Ethical philosopher Dr. Anthony Milligan argues that we have a moral responsibility to approach this cautiously, not just for our own safety, but to protect whatever life may exist there. On the other hand, astronomer Avi Loeb believes that any intelligent species advanced enough to detect our signals would have already noticed us, and our attempts might not even register as significant to them. Still, regardless of where one stands, the reality is that any signal we send from Earth would take over 120 years to reach K2-18B, and it would take another 120 years for a response to return. For now, all we can do is wait. But the data keeps coming. The molecular signatures are undeniable. The ocean is almost certainly real. And with every new discovery, the notion that we are alone in the universe grows more unlikely by the day. With K2-18B now at the center of scientific attention, space agencies and private companies are beginning to shift priorities. While current propulsion technology would take centuries to physically reach this alien ocean world, discussions are already underway to launch the next generation of space telescopes capable of monitoring it continuously in far greater detail. NASA is preparing to fast-track projects like LUVOIR and HABEX, advanced observatories specifically designed to identify life-bearing exoplanets by analyzing their atmospheric chemistry. Meanwhile, the European Space Agency and China's CNSA are also proposing their own deep space exoplanet missions to study distant worlds like K2-18B. But the ambition doesn't end there. The concept of launching an interstellar probe is gaining momentum, with some scientists proposing the use of laser propulsion and solar sails to achieve unprecedented speeds. The Breakthrough Starshot initiative, backed by leading scientists and tech billionaires, is developing microscopic probes capable of traveling at 20% of the speed of light. If successful, these tiny spacecraft could reach K2-18B in roughly 500 years, a daunting timeline for humanity, but remarkably short on a cosmic scale. We may never walk on its shores, but one day we could witness something extraordinary, a message sent from Earth, reaching a living world beyond our solar system. While the scientific implications of finding possible biosignatures on K2-18B are staggering, the cultural impact could be even more profound. Across the globe, religious leaders, spiritual thinkers, and philosophers are already offering interpretations of what this discovery means for humanity. Some see it as confirmation that life is not unique to Earth but is instead part of a larger cosmic design, a universe meant for consciousness, not emptiness. Others have responded with fear, unease, or denial, arguing that humanity's worldview may not be ready for such a revelation. Social media has erupted with hashtags like #K2Alive and #OceanWorld, and film studios are already working on documentaries and fictional adaptations of this discovery. Governments have been cautious, issuing carefully worded statements that emphasize scientific rigor while still acknowledging the excitement. Yet beneath this caution, a quiet shift is taking place. Humanity is beginning to realize that we are no longer simply explorers of the cosmos. We may be observed as well. And in that realization, the world is experiencing something rare, global unity, not in fear, but in awe. As momentum builds to learn more about K2-18B, a growing movement is calling for a new ethical framework, planetary protection policies not for Earth, but for alien ecosystems. International scientific panels are now discussing the creation of a new category of protected worlds, designated as exobiological sanctuaries. These would be planets like K2-18B, where signs of life are confirmed, and which would be studied only from a distance to prevent contamination. This represents a major shift in thinking, placing the protection of alien life as a moral and scientific priority, even if it means never physically setting foot there. Astrobiologist Dr. Monica Vidari insists that if K2-18B truly harbors life, it has evolved for billions of years without us, and we have no right to interfere. Proposals are already surfacing for a kind of interstellar no-fly zone, setting strict limitations on future probe trajectories and even emissions directed toward this alien world. These conversations reveal a growing wisdom in humanity's approach to exploration. Just because we can observe doesn't mean we should invade. Because even if those alien oceans are silent now, even if the life there is nothing more than microbial, it would still represent the first confirmed kin we've ever found in the endless expanse of the universe. And if we're truly wise, we'll learn to listen before we act. Perhaps the most profound thing about K2-18B isn't what it tells us about alien life, but what it reveals about ourselves. This planet may host oceans, clouds, and possibly even primitive organisms, just as Earth once did, long before humans existed. Studying K2-18B is like looking backward in time, glimpsing the dawn of life on our own world. It's a stark reminder of how fragile life is, how rare it is for the right conditions to align, and how precious our blue planet truly is. Some scientists believe K2-18B could unlock the secrets of life's beginnings, showing us how it sparks, adapts, and thrives under alien skies, while offering insight into protecting our own biosphere from collapse. Others see this discovery as a turning point in human history, a moment when science, faith, and wonder finally converge on a single truth. Life is not the exception, it's the expectation. In the cold, quiet depths of space, we may have found not a stranger, but a mirror of what we once were and what we could still become. K2-18B is no longer just a distant blip in the cosmos. It's no longer a simple entry in a telescope's database or a cold dot on a star chart. It is now a window into a new possibility, a place that, against all odds, whispers the same chemical secrets as our own living planet. And in that whisper, something fundamental has changed. For decades, humanity asked the same question: are we alone? But now, with the James Webb Space Telescope revealing undeniable signs of water, methane, carbon dioxide, and potentially even molecular traces of alien life, the question has shifted. We're no longer standing at the edge of belief, we're standing at the edge of confirmation. K2-18B may be the first. It may be the closest. But it will not be the last. There are thousands of worlds like it, waiting for us to see them, to study them, to understand them. And as we gaze across the void at this one distant, watery giant, we're not just uncovering the mysteries of the universe. We're uncovering ourselves. So now the question becomes, do you believe K2-18B is home to life? Should we send a message, or should we remain silent observers, watching from afar? And if this truly is the moment we prove we're not alone, what will humanity become next? Tell us what you think in the comments. And if this journey through the cosmos moved you as much as it moved us, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share this with someone who still looks up at the night sky and wonders. Because the universe may be vast, but tonight, it feels a little smaller and a lot more alive.